Hey guys, it's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I was really hoping to be in my new shop making all new videos by now, but unfortunately there's been a few hang-ups. I want to first of all thank everyone who donated towards the new shop, and I just wanted to let you know that we have got the keys in our possession and we're just waiting for the city inspectors to go in and do the final inspection before we can move in, which should only be a few more weeks. And then I should have all new videos out to you soon. As for now, I'm getting ready to go down to Helen, Georgia this weekend, where we are having our annual 944 Helen meet. This year we are celebrating 40 years of the 944 coming to North America, so it's going to be sort of a retro car event. Should be a lot of fun. I have not cleaned this car up since I went to 944 Fest, and so I've got to change the oil, clean out the interior, wash it, and get it ready. I was hoping to debut my 84 944 here, but unfortunately it got hit by a semi truck, so I'm back to square one. I haven't really posted a lot on this car over on the YouTube channel, and that's because it was sort of a little project that I was working on, and I almost had it 100%. I just got new tires put on it when the semi hit me, which not only created that dent, but coming over here, it ripped this fender off and this headlight cover. So I've got a temporary fender on there now, and I'm also gonna have to replace this valance along with a few other things. But if you'd like to know more about this car and see more footage of it, there's a lot of stuff on it over on my Patreon. And like I mentioned, this was gonna be my daily driver, and I was using this car over here to haul parts. So I've got to get all this cleaned up, and I don't have to actually worry about that anymore, because not only am I keeping this car to fix up, but with the money I went ahead and bought a van. So this should be perfect for the new shop. So I no longer have to haul all my tools and all those engines in the back of my 924S and mess it up. This is a 2015 Chevy City Express. These doors open all the way up, and you can even put a pallet back here. Plenty of room to even fit a hood. Overall, very nice car to be used. Only has 97,000 miles. It's power windows, AC, cruise control. I'm going to put a touch screen in here with a backup camera. I already have a dash camera installed and even a rear facing one. Very nice van, runs great. Little 2-liter engine, because a lot of times I have to run down to Georgia, which is about 3-4 hours away, and pick up parts, and I don't want to spend a lot of fuel. So this thing should be perfect right here for all of that. So anyway, guys, as I mentioned, if you'd like to see more on my white 944 here and this van, I've got a few videos posted over on my Patreon. But as for now, I have only got a few hours to get this car cleaned up, and I am running out of time because we leave first thing in the morning. So if you've never heard of the Helen meet before, it is an annual Porsche 944 meet that takes place down in Helen, Georgia. That is a very small little German town in the mountains of Georgia, and it's hosted by yours truly. Last year we had about 40 people come out. We usually stay in hotels, eat some really great food, and then we drive some of the best roads in the country, which are located right here in the mountains of Georgia. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this cardboard out of here, and then I'm going to start packing up my tools and making sure I've got everything, and then I can finally vacuum. All cleaned out now. Fortunately, there wasn't very much. Also, that cardboard does a very good job of keeping the carpets clean, although the few stray sticks and dirt does make its way in here, but all that should vacuum up. All right, I've got all the junk out of the car now, and before I vacuum, I thought I would just take you through some of the stuff that I'm bringing with me, just like I did in the 944 Fest video. So starting out with, I Do have brand new tires on this car. I've only had for about a week, but just in case, you never know what might happen, I'm going to bring a tire plug kit, and then I've got a compressor packed in here. Also, don't forget the first aid kit and the fire extinguisher. I have a few things down here for recording videos, such as a tripod and selfie stick. I have a jump box that I'm going to bring, but it's charging right now. Some gloves, extra belts, extra oil and coolant. And then I also have an array of tools. I've got a 1/4-inch ratchet set here. Then I have some wrenches, and I have a 3/8 ratchet set there with some screwdrivers. And then I brought some extra screwdrivers and some extra wrenches just in case, a slicker, and a flashlight just in case I need it. So now I've taken you through everything. This is only about a 3.5-hour drive, so I don't have to go overboard on it. I'm gonna start packing everything down in here, and hopefully you won't see this once I'm done. Got everything packed away now, so next it's time to vacuum. All right, now that she's vacuumed out, I'm gonna start washing this car. As I mentioned in my 944 Fest video, this car has about 350,000 original miles on the bottom end. And so the paint on this car is rather tired. The idea was to get this car on the road, and then I could finally get this car painted. Unfortunately, that didn't work out too well. But now that I have a van, I should be able to drive that while I get both of these fixed. I've got her polished up now. She's not perfect, but also not too bad for a 35-year-old, 350,000 mile, mostly original car. So the last thing I've got to do now is get up underneath the car and change the oil. I have the car up on ramps now and ready to change the oil. All right, the oil's drained, so let's refill it and let's get on the road. Fresh oil is in, along with a new filter. Nice and clean and filled up to the brim. As far as coolant, I just changed the thermostat last week, and I also put some new blue 150,000 mile coolant in here, so we're good to go. After checking the fluids and changing the oil, I realized just how dirty it was in here. So I'm gonna clean up the engine bay right quick. All right, now this is so much better. All right guys, it took all day, but the car looks great now. And we've got fresh oil and coolant. So the only thing left to do is start her up. All right guys, I got the car cleaned up and now I'm heading home to finish packing. So here's a quick look at our swag bags and stickers for this year. And over here we've got our t-shirts. And then as you can see, we've got everything bagged up and boxed up for tomorrow. All right guys, I just got to load the box in the car and we'll be set to go for tomorrow. All right guys, we're on our way to meet up with some guys across town, and then we're gonna ride down together. All right guys, we're over here at the Cracker Barrel. We've got a few guys that are going to join us on the trip down to Helen. I'm gonna get some fuel right over here at the gas station, and then we'll all be on our way.
It's fast, it's reliable, and bank-grade encryption helps block the hackers. No one can prevent all cybercrime, but Norton Secure VPN is the essential.
Alright guys, we're at the second meetup spot. Got an 89 944 turbo here. Dark blue 944 turbo over here. '87 944S. 84 944. You may recognize this from my early videos. This one just joined us. Then we have an 86 944 over here. We actually did a lot of work to this car, and maybe one day I'll get around to making some videos on it. Just need to edit all of it together. The issue was we had about 5 944s in the shop, and all of them were red, so some of the footage got mixed around, and it was going to take me hours and hours and hours to try and figure out which red car was which, and I just never got around to it. And finally, we have my 88 924S. So here in a minute, we're gonna get on the road and we're gonna go to Helen, which is only about 45 minutes away. Hey guys, we're now in Helen. We had a quick meet up before dinner, so I thought I'd walk you around and show you some of the cars that are here. We've got a whole lot more coming tomorrow, but this is not a bad turnout for Friday night. And I've seen even more people driving around, and I've had a few texts from people saying that they're on their way. Hey everybody. Hey guys, welcome to the 2023 Helen meet here in Helen, Georgia. You can see some of the cars that we have behind us. This one right here is Elliot Grafton's Porsche 968. And then here, let's see, got about about 30 cars here already. Some are still showing up. Beautiful S2 cabrio here. You got the there's a person in the parking lot. Some really beautiful cars here. They're both Alpine. I'm not, I saw this. I really want to push it on the button. Yeah. But pick this up for $1,000, not running, right? This year we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of the 944 coming to the USA. We all love these cars, so it's just a celebration of them. And what I'm going to do here in just a second is everybody's going to get their swag bag with t-shirts in it, and I'll just call your name out like this. These do have, whether or not you're on a mountain run, so we've got a yellow group, and we have a pink group. Okay, that's about fair right there. Yeah, okay. So this year we're going to try something different. We're going to break people into 2 groups because I find that it can be very difficult to keep up with 30 to 40 cars on these mountain runs. Not only that, if someone that wants to drive spirited gets behind someone that just wants to cruise, it can create some frustration. So we thought that breaking them into 2 groups might ease some of that. And so we're going to send out the spirited group first, and we're going to cue the 80s montage. Sit back and enjoy the ride. We're here at Brasstown Bald, and we're gonna go up to the top. Hey everybody! Everybody having fun? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're heading down. So we can line up for the rundown.
So this is why they call them the Smoky Mountains. Beautiful clear day. Yeah, it looks like there's smoke pouring from them.
Time is it? It's noon. What app is that?
All right, guys, we're back at the cars now. We've got these lined up right here. Red, white, and blue S2s. There's some very beautiful cars out here. And what we're thinking about doing next is getting all the red cars lined up on one side, and then we'll put all the other colors on the other. Just for fun, and then we're gonna take off again and head back to Helen for lunch. All right, guys, we're back in Helen, and we're going to be looking at which car is the best, mostly original car to take home the trophy. Really nice car over here. But there are a lot of heavy contenders out here this year. We have this 944 here, which is in very nice condition. We have this S2. We have this gold turbo. We have this 944S. And then we have this 944S too. That's what we've got it narrowed down to so far. Not to say that a lot of these cars aren't beautiful, but these are just some of the most outstanding ones here. All right, so raise your hands if it's the red one or the gold one. Oh, everybody likes the gold one, okay. So everybody likes the turbo. Well, what about this 87 944S down here? Hey, this thing looks just absolutely beautiful.
I still like the gold one. I think the
Okay.
red's bringing it down. Yeah.
You think the red's bringing it down? Okay, okay. So who likes the 944S here?
I'm good with this one, but I like the wheels better.
Okay.
I don't like those plate wheels.
So far, the gold car is the winner. Chance's car is pretty nice, but I think that
I don't know where Chance is.
Oh, that's Angel. Okay.
Oh, here he is. This car's over there.
Okay, I knew he just showed up. All right.
Oh, this is Chance's car.
Yeah, he's here now.
This is where my vote goes.
This is your vote? All right, who votes on this one? We got 2 votes for that.
No, this
I think Music City wants to pull it in for 2 years in a row. That's what they want to do. They won last year.
Pretty minty. Under 100,000.
I didn't show this one before because he just arrived, but this one here
His fan just started running.
is also very beautiful. I know Music City's biased. It's a beautiful car, but it's not exactly original. All right, and then who voted for the 944S, the red 944S? Okay. I think everybody's gonna vote for the gold car. So who raise your hand if you vote for the gold 944 Turbo? All right, so he gets to take off the trophy today. All right. Yay! All right, guys, the winner for the 2023 Best Original 944 goes to Bob.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So here's the winner.
And it matches the warranty.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty cool, so I preserved that.
Absolutely. So here it is. All original.
And it's got, these are 1980s New Jersey plates. I went to the DMV and got them transferred in my name. The new ones are like yellow.
Here it is. Our 2023 winner. All right, guys, I just made it home. The car did great and we had no problems with it while we were down there in Georgia. The car ran perfectly. The AC kept us nice and cool. However, you may have noticed that the engine was turning over rather slowly, so the battery did die on me, but at least it waited till I got home. I did bring a jump pack, so it wasn't a problem to get back to the shop. And then I replaced it with this one here. And the old battery had been in there for probably about 10 years. So hopefully I get at least half that out of this new battery. But anyway, I want to thank everyone who came out this weekend. We had a lot of beautiful cars there, and we hope to see you all again soon. I also want to just wrap it up here by thanking everybody who supports this channel on Patreon, since these videos would not be possible without you. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.